Hi, Sharks. I'm Mark Singer.
And I'm Kenza Singer. We're a father and son duo from Santa Barbara and are here to ask for $25,000 for a 5% stake in our company, Eyewris. Sharks, I have a question for you. What do sugarless ice cream, low-salt turkey bacon, and cheese-free mac and cheese all have in common?
They were all bought by mistake because I didn't have my reading glasses with me at the
We had to eat all that stuff.
That's
People
great.
like my parents who need reading glasses know the frustration.
Actually, I'm wearing my reading glasses right now. With one hand, in one motion, and in 1 second, Eyewris reading glasses change from wrist wear
Oh my
to
gosh.
eyewear
There you go.
and back again.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
Let's
Dad,
go.
why don't you show them one more time? Using our patented memory metal bridge design, Eyewris reading glasses both spring open and snap shut.
How clever is that?
Amazing.
Eyewris has received 4 international design awards.
But more importantly, Eyewris reading glasses are fashionable.
So which of you is interested in forming a strategic partnership
To share our vision,
and allow the world to see the power of Eyewris? Sharks, in front of
Let's go. That is absolutely. I did not expect that. I mean, I kind of a little bit. I'll be truthful here because I pulled up the website and I was like, "What is this?" And I scroll down and I see this. I guess it was this video. Yeah, that. And I was like, "Whoa!" Like that is pretty cool. Now I don't need glasses, at least not yet in my life. But at some point, I very well may, actually probably most likely will. Even though having LASIK eye surgery just like 2 years ago, I'm probably in like 4 to 8 years away from needing reading glasses, unfortunately. But look, $25,000, 5%. Phenomenal coming in at a bargain discount price, for the Sharks, serving that softball up. I really think they're gonna have a good day. They're gonna have a great time. There is zero reason that they won't get a deal, and I wish they would. Mark and Kenzo would have reached out to me. I would have. If you haven't checked out the Super Tank, go to supertank.tv and go check out how you get. I'm looking for businesses to fund. I got a little bit of things going on right now, but like we're gonna. I still want ideas in the tank, right? In the Super Tank, so that we, to serve up. So if you got an idea, if you're working on something, reach out. Supertank.tv. Right now I have almost $11,000 in funding there, so not quite the $25,000 they're looking for, but like this is phenomenal. Anyway, we're gonna check out their website more in depth and their social media at the end of the video, as well as feature one of your comments from the Cold Ones community at the end of this video. So if you haven't watched the Cold Ones video with Shark Tank, just type in Cold Ones Shark Tank. It's the new video. They had a lot to say. I got some things to say. I'll say it at the end though.
If you have samples for you to try out for
Best
yourselves.
pitch ever. Best pitch ever.
They all need it.
It's
They all
really
need
clever.
it.
Now, I have a very small wrist.
We're starting out with a universal one-size-fits-all. Everyone, about 95% of the population is what we were going for.
we have a utility patent in the United States, China, Japan, and soon to issue in 26 European countries. I've been wearing them sometimes 24/7 for months, and they may leave a little bit, but nothing that has been bothersome.
The reading glasses, they're not long-term,
They're
keep on
meant
your
for
head.
on the go.
That's exactly.
Yeah, you would have reading glasses at like your desk or, around the wherever that you do your normal reading. But hey, I'm getting ready to go. Like I'm putting my Apple Watch on, I'm putting my Eyewris on right on this wrist, and I'm ready to go. I can read anything, do anything. Slam dunk.
You're right. These are designed for dozens and dozens of times a day. So they cost us $30.50. That's landed in our warehouse, ready to go. We sell them for $110 online, and that includes free shipping.
As I got older, I needed reading glasses more and more, and they were never with me when I needed. Fortunately, my son had an eye on me, and he came up with the...
Are you an engineer?
Yes, I have a bachelor's and a master's degree in structural engineering from
And
Cornell
Kenzo, how
University.
did you come up with the idea? How did you figure it out?
I was working as a structural engineer, and I designed everything from skyscrapers to soccer stadiums, and thought that, hey, physics at the scale of a skyscraper also applies to something as small as a pair of reading glasses. So I just kind of applied what I knew to come up with this mechanism that's both stable open and stable closed. So we got a working prototype. We thought, hey, this could work, and that's when I quit my engineering job and did this full time.
Mark, what was your reaction
Let's go. So, well, hold on. Look at
when your
this.
son outwit you?
If you think starting a business is tough, try doing it with your kid.
Try doing it with your dad. Oh my God.
Nah, somebody who grew up in a family business and still to this day operates within our family business. Pardo Fleet Solutions. If you haven't heard, if you don't know, now you know. Yeah, it is tough. It's really tough to deal with family inside of a family business. Now, I want to go back to the numbers, right? Because $30.50 landed cost. Man, I mean, those glasses, don't they go like some at the dollar store and stuff? I mean, obviously, you're going through a lot of them, and this is meant to be like the one and done, all you need. And if you're trying to live, get through your day, like you wake up in the morning, you slap it on your wrist, and you go. I don't know, $110 seems like a lot for when those reading glasses are like sold at the dollar store or for maybe under $20. I think I'm not 100% sure. I haven't had to go buy any myself yet, but someday. But yeah, that's I feel like that's a bit of an ask on the price at 110.
We just didn't hear Mark's background. What's your background?
Well, I left home at about 15 and a half. I barely graduated high school, never got out of college. I'm mostly a woodworker. For over 60 years, I've been designing and making furniture. Although along the way, I have started some companies and brought a number of products to market, including one you might actually be aware of,
Which one was that?
Gorilla Glue.
The what?
wow.
Gorilla
Gorilla
glue?
glue.
That's
You're
yours?
kidding.
Yeah.
I have a bottle of that back at the hotel right now.
That's what he pastes his hairpiece with.
I did sell that years ago. Every company that I've ever sold has included a royalty component, so yes.
Yay!
It's worked out very well.
Did you say royalty?
Hey!
Outstanding.
Our website technically went live at the end of last year. These first 9 months have been a testing and optimization period in terms of our website. During this testing period, we've actually managed to do about $28,000 in sales. I know that sounds low, so let me give you some context. Now, the last thing I wanted to do was to irresponsibly throw a bunch of my dad's money into marketing in order to pump up our sales in an inefficient way.
Smart guy.
So we've really only been spending about $45 a day on average on ads.
Okay.
And even with low sales volume, we're actually managing to turn a small profit. We're only selling direct on our own website.
Sorry, I just want to ask how much.
Low and slow. That is the way to go. And I didn't mean to rhyme all like that, but no, that is absolutely. Don't fall for the trap. We just talked about it in the Tones of Melanin pitch where she spent $50,000 so far, and she could afford to do that, right? Just like they could probably afford to spend, burn a lot of money in marketing. But don't, sit at look, my book, Sales Won't Save Your Business, right? Part of that whole concept, right, is make sure that you are staying profitable through every step of the process. Like, it's really easy to want to go down that road of like, oh, let's just throw fuel in the fire, throw money at it, and it'll just continue to grow. That's great if you're profitable every time you sell, because your cost of acquisition or customer acquisition cost is not ballooning up out of control. Especially if you're, I'm just guessing Mark and Kenzo don't have a super like ad driven background, marketing background. So like it's very expensive lessons to just keep throwing money at. $45 is right where they're comfortable because they know they're getting a predictable amount of sales and they're able to turn a little bit of profit in it. I feel like if they could get their costs down to like $10.50. I know it's probably asking a lot, but they could get it down to that place. and they could sell these for, I mean, you could keep it at $100, but I feel like if you could get it into the $60, $50 to $75 range, maybe, you would probably have a lot more sales. You could test that theory by running some sales, through some of that marketing and say, hey, get like 10% off, 20% off, and then see how, the market responds to that. I just feel like 110 is just, it's a lot when you're competing with like I'm assuming a $1 to $5 pair of reading glasses.
Money you have in the business.
I put about 630,000 into it.
Wow.
That's a lot.
But because you're a royalty guy, you don't need the money, right?
630.
Why do you need a shark?
Your most valuable commodity isn't your money, it's your time. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. And time gone by is gone forever. I don't have it in me to build another company. My time is past. My main reason for being here is to leave Kenzo in good hands. And by that, I mean with successful, smart, honest, and ethical people like yourselves.
Wow. I love you, baby.
I definitely want to make you an offer because I'm so impressed with you. And I mean, it's just...
Hey, Kevin,
Hold on a second. Ethical? Wow. Yeah, I mean that is pretty awesome, Mark. That is powerful to think about. I won't even say what you're thinking right now. I know what you're thinking, and I'm not even gonna say that because you know what? We're gonna keep those vibes going. That is powerful. But with all due respect, Kenzo has a degree and has the means to make enough more, probably more than enough money for him and his family or future family. But this potentially. Sets him up to get to work with them and have a really good future. And I think that really values the Sharks at a this is powerful.
hold on, Kevin. What's going on with Lori?
Yeah, please,
I'm okay.
Lori, I'm sorry.
What? You all right?
While you're
I'm
crying,
sorry.
I'm going to make an offer.
It just really touched me. We all have limited time here. And it just really impacted me the way you were saying that, you've like done your thing and that you just want to make sure that your family's okay. It just got me. So forgive me. Listen, I just want to make you an offer. I'd like to offer you $25,000 for 10%. I know this business. I know what it takes. I've done millions of dollars in sunglasses and readers, and I think that this was pretty ingenious. It's great quality, and I can put my heart and soul behind it, but it'll take work, and I'd just like to take the journey with you.
Thank you, Lori.
I'm pretty sure she invested in Eyewris, that like magnetic clip to put your glasses on. I don't know if that deal ever actually went through or not, but if it did, this is kind of like I don't know if it's a complete competitor because when you're talking about $110 for a pair of glasses versus, I don't know, $20 or $10 to hold your $3 pair of glasses or $5 pair of glasses. Like, I feel like it's really, even though it's in the same field, it's not the same. But to go back to the time and how much you value it. Look, every time I want to say to everyone in the super community, to anybody watching these videos, in fact, I was just looking at the stats earlier today and talking with one of our employees at the shop. And the thing that always gets me is the incredible amount of hours that people watch these videos that I'm making on a day-to-day basis. Thousands of hours, hundreds to thousands of hours a day are being watched on this channel, and it just blows my mind at the magnitude in which it has expanded. And so I appreciate you taking one of your three big, or three resources, time, money, and energy, and putting it towards this show and wanting to learn and grow with me and the super community. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for you giving your time. It's also why I when people have some less than ideal things to say, which we're going to get to the cold ones thing at the end of this video, but when people have less than ideal things to say, I always say I appreciate you watching and commenting, because they're giving me their time. And not only are they giving me their time watching the video and then like saying, shut up, or like, you don't know what you're talking about, or whatever. They're giving me more time and energy by going and saying, instead of just hitting the back button and go to the next video, by trying to derail what we're building here and what is growing, at a more than healthy rate, and a more like at a rate that I'm ecstatic about every single day. Knowing that we're bringing people in from all over the world, which is what I love to do, connect with people and bring them together. So, that's when you only have those three resources: time, money, and energy. And I talked about this 2 weeks ago about possibly writing a book about that, and I have some ideas. So I'm gonna get there. Just give me some. It might take a little while, so give me some time, but I'm gonna get there. It's really important where you spend that time, because that's when you don't really get back. You can amplify it by using time or energy and money to amplify it. We can use other people's time, but your time is super valuable. And I personally try to take that into account whenever I'm considering doing anything, and how that takes me away from spending time, especially with my two kids. So I think that is, I can't get that time back otherwise. So I appreciate you being here tonight with me, or whenever you're watching this video, because this is me taking time away from my family to be here with you.
Appreciate it.
I would also like to make an offer. I know how to blow this up huge, and I'm going to give you $50,000 for 10%. This is an extraordinary situation. There's no question about it. It's such a simple product to demonstrate. It's going to work so well on social.
But guys, I have a strong sense that this is not about the cash coming in. So now we turn it back to you.
We have the design done, we have the patents, we have new products coming out. What we don't have is the know-how for how to best get it out there.
I have that. I've done this.
But
I've
who would
walked
you
this
rather
lane.
leave? Who would you rather have as a mentor for your son, Lori or Kevin?
Or multiple or whatever. That's where I'm trying to get to, right? Because you have a lot of flexibility. All the leverage turns back to you, because we all know this is a great deal.
Retail and online, and licensing the technology for
That's your big play. That's your
I think it's a sports play as well. And I've been here 14 years. Lori is one of the smartest people
Thank you.
that I've ever met in my life. I'll double whatever she has if she allowed me the deal.
I'd be happy to work with Damon. He's absolutely brilliant in the licensing field.
10% is too much, Lori. We're essentially giving away the equity for what you guys bring, which is to some extent invaluable.
So you
Two of
don't
you-
want to give away as much equity.
That's correct.
Well, Mark, let me ask you a question. Would you consider giving more? It sounds like what you're saying is you don't want to go past 5, but if you got 3 sharks, would you give up 10?
Yes.
Let's do that deal. I want in this deal, too.
I mean, I'd love to be in the deal too, obviously.
Well, I don't want to
think-
be left out.
Don't give up on all the sharks. We all want in this deal.
This is a great lesson. I mean, we saw it with Tucky, right? 70,000 for 30%. Coming in now, 25,000 for, and this is the last pitch of season 14. Here we are looking down the barrel of 25,000 for 5 or 10%. Since it's really not about the money. I mean, I still kind of think it is about the money. They invested $630,000. That should not be go understated, but being able to get that money back, I think is at least some of that money back is important too, and let them bid up. So look, it's a different strategy to come in and looking at a different goal to be able to. Now, I will say, knowing, talking with a lot of people that have been on Shark Tank, once you get past one shark and going to two sharks, the deal gets very complicated with the due diligence and the negotiations going back and forth, and who wants this and who wants that, and it definitely gets pretty tricky to get all five. So I actually don't know if that's necessarily the best case scenario.
Mark and Kenzo, what would you do for all 5 sharks? What would you part with?
What would work for you guys if, heaven forbid, all 5 of you could work and would
the
work
way
together?
multi-shark deals typically work, someone does the due diligence, and then we all figure out what our skill sets are, and then we contribute those.
Okay, guys, why don't you step into the hall so the sharks can talk this over? You can talk it over, and we'll do some work here.
So give us 1 second.
Okay,
Sure.
so
that doesn't happen very
So what I
often.
would suggest is really, really simple, right? It's not the cash. He's got all the cash.
Yeah, it's not the
right?
cash.
It's the aggregate equity.
What are you thinking percentage?
I don't think that we should go more than 15%.
Lori can get 7%. I'll take 3%. You schmoes can take 5%, right? That's fine, right? That's a total of 25%.
Thanks, Mark.
And then what we come back is we each give $25,000 because
There's
All right, so
only
that-
one problem. He has never said he'd even entertain 25%.
Well,
That's
we're gonna
a
find
huge
out.
Say
assumption.
no.
It's
Unexpected.
Unexpected. We didn't even prepare for this one.
No, we didn't.
It's interesting. I just want to point out, like, he said I'll take 3%, Lori takes 7%. Like they're adding up. Like I guess Mark is willing to pay a premium to own that percentage, and that doesn't happen. I mean, this like never happens, which is why it's at the season finale.
Guys, just before you start, what's happening here is almost unprecedented in Shark Tank history. You know that. Every single shark wants to back you guys. Practically never happens.
Here's our offer. We'd like to offer you $125,000 for 25%. You'll get all 5 sharks. What do you say?
I think good.
I can't wait to hear what he says.
How about 20%?
Come on.
You got a deal.
Congratulations.
Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be prouder of my dad. I've never seen him get emotional like that. Seeing my dad really speak from his heart, it made the moment pretty special.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I don't know what to say.
Phenomenal way to end this season. Let's check out their website a little more clearly. So as you know, because you've been watching this channel, I love seeing faces, but in this case, it shows the folded glasses, $65. See, now that's what did I mean, I actually didn't look at the price, to be perfectly honest. But I do think that if you can get that price down between $50 and $75, you got something there. And I think 65 is right in that sweet spot for something that just looks and seems high quality. Now I didn't realize that there's a bridge there across the nose that I guess is that's there when it's bent, or I don't know if it's just that. I don't know. It's in that one too. I mean, I don't know if I love that, but it's not meant to be worn like glasses all the time, every time. But look, I love that they show smudge resistant. There's some scratch resistant. There's, it shows the key, eventually scratching. I feel like they should just get to the scratching part. Just get to that scratching part and show the result. I think would be really good. Blue light filter. And then all the rewards, and now they've been on Shark Tank, which is absolutely phenomenal. Season 14 finale. So let's roll forward and go check out their Instagram. 687 followers. Let's see if it's up to 700 now. Let's go, guys. So, yeah, I mean, they definitely have showing some product there. I like if you look at the pictures that have people, dogs at 51, 51 engagement there. But the ones that have people, I mean, generally faces do better, hands showing the product. But it just seems like it's building up momentum as it goes along. It's hard to like you look at like pictures like this. It's hard to tell if there's anything different unless you're really paying attention there. So it in some ways it should be easy. In some ways it's not. I also wonder, like, could you make safety glasses out of this? Like seeing it here makes me wonder, like, if I could have safety glasses right on my wrist and then like pop them off and get them up there and then do whatever I got to do and get them off. I think would be, especially in certain fields, would be really helpful. Over on Facebook, we got 1,600 likes, which is great to see. And yeah, they're just let's see what the a lot of engagement for the Shark Tank post. They're doing a lot of these reels with a little bit of engagement going on. 13 on that Shark Tank post, 3 here. So yeah, so it's great to it seems great. It makes me kind of want to go buy some Gorilla Glue because I know that they're getting royalty on it. So Mark, Kenzo, I would absolutely love to have you guys come on the show for an interview, talk about Shark Tank experience, talk about your past business experience, talk about how business is going now, how everything has been since Shark Tank. Just drop a comment down below, like this one from Oliver. It says, I'm here from the new Cold Ones video, LMAO. Good content, bro. You earned a new sub. Well, Oliver, I appreciate you coming to check out the channel and become a part of the super community where we're here to do great things, inspire others, and lead and solve problems as super entrepreneurs do. So yeah, Cold Ones did a video. I was not quite happy when I first saw it. When I went back and rewatched it, because I was in the middle of heading to a meeting and it was like, what is this? And yeah, wasn't happy that's the case. But hey, there's no such thing as bad press. The video has like 2 million views at this point, maybe more. It's been a little while since I've looked over at it. And look, people could say what they want to say. That's on them, right? I can only control how I act, not how I would like other people to act. So is what it is. I know there was a few comments that were calling for me to go on to be a guest on their show. I'm open to it. Give me a call. I'd be happy to do that. So it's not hard to get a hold of me. Just go to my website, joepardo.com, and click on that contact button, and we'll make it happen. But hey, it is what it is. They got to carry content, right? But I wish I love when people are positive and put positive things out in the world, and that did not feel that way to me. But that's their choice to bring that to the world, not mine. Anyway, I appreciate you making it all the way to the end of this video. I know it's a little bit of a long one, so it was a great one for the books. I'll see you in one of these 2 videos over here. Take care and go be super.